welcome to episode 68 of FrannyDoMakes. My name is Fran. I'm coming to you from just a normal overcast day in Leeds in the north of England in West Yorkshire. Today is Sunday the 16th of February. I'm filming on a Sunday today because it is half term this week and I probably won't get to do it tomorrow when I normally film a podcast, so hopefully we won't get interrupted. I have shut the door, so hopefully that will help. Minnie and Mr. B are downstairs playing a board game, so hopefully that will keep them entertained for a while. And then she wants to unsticky her slime, so hopefully they can figure that out themselves. So this is my channel where I talk about everything that I have been making and creating over the last 2 weeks, mainly knitting and crochet, and that's what we've got this week. So I have a couple of small finished objects, some works in progress that are still in the works. I don't know why I'm still working on them. I think it's because I've got so many on the go at the moment and I'm not getting enough done on each one. But there has been a lot of progress, so hopefully you'll see that. I have some plans, I have some questions for you, and we have the draw for the podiversary. But you have to wait for the end for that. Yes, so we have... yeah, that's what we have. Have a little acquisition as well, but only something small. I'm drinking a cup of regular tea. If you would like to find me elsewhere on the internet, you can find me as @FrannyDoMakes in most places. So Instagram, Ravelry, TikTok, all those kind of places. And if you want to find any more information on the things that I've talked about, so you might want a link to a pattern or to the dyers of the yarn, or I don't know, bag makers, things like that, all that will be on the show notes, which is on the website. That's frannydo.co.uk. right, so I'll start with the things that I've finished. So I've got 2 finished objects. They're both for Minnie. One that you saw the start of and the other that you've not seen at all, unless you're watching the Monday making vlogs, because I did mention it, but it wasn't even in progress at that point. But I think I maybe cast it on. Yeah. Okay, so first of all we have the BonBon bunny that we saw the start of last time, and a lot of people questioned the shape of the legs because that's all we had. They did look rather testicular. Let's move on from that. This is the finished item. Let me move out of the way. So this is a lovely, lovely pattern by Susan Claudino, and it's made with some DK weight yarn. The yarn was from Boner Yarns. I don't know if I have... Yes, I do have it. Here we go. And the card, I was looking for that. I thought I finished one. Right, there we go. So, this is the yarn. So it's Boner Yarns. The colour is Pansy Craze. It's a DK weight yarn, which is 250 metres to 100 grams approximately. Superwash merino. I haven't written down how much I had left, but I've got this left over. Which I don't know what I'll do with. I'll pop to the side, maybe use it in one of my colour work projects or something. So yeah, there's BonBon. She has 2 feet. It's all knit in the round and there's no seaming because you pick up and attach. You leave all the little bits on hold and then you pick them up as you're going round. So everything is really nicely securely attached. I did extra whip stitch some, like the legs and the arms and the ears, just to make sure that they were fully attached, but the head is worked off the body so you don't have to sew that on, so it's not too floppy. Yeah, so you work all the little bits separate, so the legs, the arms, the ears and the tail. She does have a tail. All separate, and then you start at the base and you knit up. I think she has like buy two get one free on all her patterns, so I have knit a Wasabi the whale. I'll put that up there. I have knit the Bonnie Wee bunny, and now BonBon. Yeah, so oh, it's so fun to make. I've put it off and put it off because I was meant to make it last year, and I promised Minnie that I would make her, and I put it off and put it off and put it off and put it off. Let me just turn this camera a little bit there, that's better. Yeah, and I'd bought the eyes and I had the yarn and everything, and I just couldn't be bothered really, and all it took was a couple of days just to do it. And look how cute she is. The thing, I did do a few things differently to the pattern. So in the pattern it says to cast on like 4 stitches I think, and then join in the round, but then you would have to sort of join, like stitch it together. So I just did a Turkish cast on with 4 stitches, so they were already joined, and I didn't really have any holes or anything. You can see there it's not. Hello. So she's called Pansy because of the colourway, and she's living happily with Raspberry, who is the little mouse that she has, and yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. So much fun, such a fun little project, and it takes no time at all really. It's just getting your head around just sitting down and doing it. But yeah, Minnie was very pleased. Her mouth is a little bit wonky, her nose, but who cares. I used a little scrap of the Yarn Smith's Merino DK that I'm using for my other projects for the tail, just because I didn't have anything else that would fit. I don't have anything else sort of white and cream. Yeah, she's very cute. Let's pop her up there so we can see her. Right, she can sit there. So that's her. That's what's she called? BonBon Bunny, Susan Claudino. It took me literally 2 afternoons to finish her, so she's done. And Minnie is happy, and that's all that matters, isn't it? My other finished object is also for Minnie. I had some yarn left over. I don't know if you remember last year I made a bag for my sister. If I can remember, I'll put a picture up. Out of some Mamie and Flory. Is this the bow band here? Yeah. I have got a card. Oh, there it is. Some Mamie and Flory merino boucle in the colourway Newton Street Art, or Newton Street Art. I thought maybe I was saying that wrong, but I don't know if it's Newton Street Art or Newton Street Art. I don't suppose it matters. There must be some graffiti or something on Newton Street, so there you go. And I'd made the bag and I had half of it left over. Well, I think I had about 60 grams left over, so that must be what I've used up. And I used pretty much every last bit. I had maybe a little, we'll put it in here. Don't know, I only had a little bit left over, not enough to make anything out of. So I cast on Minnie a little boucle cowl, because she has one already, which is a DRK Everyday cowl, which is from Andrea Mallory, which is nice, but it's quite thin on the back of her neck, and she wanted something that had a bit more, you know, a bit more on there. So I cast on with a 4mm needle 72 stitches in the round. I did about 5 or 6 rows in rib. You can't really see, but it just stops it from curling. And then I just knit. I didn't do any increases, and then I got to a point where I thought I only had enough for the rib, and then I did some more rib and bound off. I can't even remember, did I do an elastic bind off? It's not particularly stretchy, but I think that's the boucle. It doesn't have much in the bind offs. It doesn't have much stretch in the body of it. It is quite stretchy, but yeah, it looks like graffiti, doesn't it? Lots of fun. So that's used all that up, so I've none of that left now, so that feels nice to just have that used and finished. And then literally I did that took a day. No time at all. You don't have to look at it, you just knit round and round and round. So that's Minnie's boucle cowl finished. Put that there because I need to put that away, that bit of yarn. Okay. Now I have the same whips as I had last time, but I have made some progress. So first of all, I want to see actually how much I've got of this left to go, because I think I'm close. I might even be past the point where I can put the ribbon on. Right, so I'm working on my Felix sweater. So this is a pattern by Christoffers, which is Savoury Knitting. I think the last time I showed you, I'd only just cast on, I was about here. Oh, about here. I think I'd finished the first lot of increases, and then you do a couple more and then bind off for the sleeves. I showed the on Monday making vlogs, I'd got a few points where I got to in several of my works in progress that was a thing that I needed to do. So I needed to bind off the sleeves on this, well, not bind them off, but separate for the sleeves. I needed to change the Daft days so that I was working the front and the back. I needed to cast on one of the socks, so I did all that in the Monday. Right, okay, so I don't know if that was that last one or the one before. Anyway, so here's where I'm at, and I believe this is my old one. I'm going to hold it together with it. I think I can start the ribbon. Yes, it's a little bit longer than the other one. So this has been a really good TV knitting. We've been watching the latest series of Unforgotten on ITV, and this has been great to watch that with because it's just round and round and round. So once I do the rib, which won't take long, it's not a wide rib, and then I can start on the sleeves. So this one hopefully should be finished soon. It's such a quick project, is the Felix, because it's such a large gauge and thick yarn. This is using, I got the ball band. Yeah, it's some Stylecraft Special Aran with wool. Let me see that. The colourway is Grey Jazz Nep, and this comes in massive 400 gram balls, I think. Does it say? 400 grams, and that is 816 metres. I won't use all of that. I've pulled it from the centre, so it's an absolute flabby mess is the ball now, but I didn't want it rolling around in my bag. But I have had a few yarn bath situations where it's been coming out of the middle and all tangling up and stuff, but it's not been nothing that I couldn't have remedied, if you see what I mean. Yeah, because look, it's bathing at the moment. Okay. So yeah, I love this pattern. It's such an easy one, and it's so comfortable. There, it's going to be a nice one when it's finished. The only thing I did differently, like on this one, you can see I did a tubular bind off, but I've just done a regular one on this. I don't think it looks any different. Well, it does look different, but I don't care. No one's going to notice. I might see if I can do a tubular bind off maybe, because it does look nice on the bind off, and it's not as faffy when you do it that way. Okay, and I do love these little colourful neps in the yarn. It's really nice. Right, so that's living in this big sheet bag, which is from Gibby Rousseau's. It's my biggest bag, so it's good for those kind of projects. So that's that. Right, next I've got my Daft cardigan, which again is got some progress on it. So I can probably put it on for you actually. I have got both the sleeves, well no, I've got the front and the back connected now, like that, and I've got half a sleeve done until about my elbow. Sleeves just take ages, don't they? Here we go. And it's down to about here. Yeah, I just want to crack on and get it done. The yarns I'm using is my Advent from Green Lambkin Yarns, which is the Enchanted Forest Advent. And that's the full, if you look on the back, is the full Advent, because this is the last colour, this red at the top. So that is the full colour scheme there, which looks gorgeous, by the way. Really nice. I'm loving this pattern. It's so much fun to do. It's just sleeves are boring, aren't they? Sleeves are boring. But yeah, I'm trying to get it done. Because Rebecca has a new pattern out and I really want to start it, but I want to finish this first. And the other one, which is driving me mad. Because I want to start it. Anyway, so that's my Daft cardigan. Not a lot to say about it really, it's just in the same progress really, it's just progress, isn't it? But it fits nice, it's a good size. I was a bit worried at the front because I wasn't sure whether the front was shorter than the back. So I didn't do all the colours in the front. And I did one extra on the back so it just comes over, which I think is probably right, because in lieu of short rows that's what it would be. And then once the two arms are done, then it's the neckband, which I'm not excited about, but it'll get done, it'll get finished. The other thing is my Hygge burst blanket. I think I'm at the point, I've got 2 more rows to go to join, but I'm holding off on finishing it off because I want to finish the Daft days because I'm using the same contrast colour and I don't want to use all the yarn up on this and then not have enough for the jumper. So, but oh, it's looking so nice, it's so heavy. So this is the Hygge Burst Square by Mallory Krall, which is normally different colours for the different rounds, but I've just done it as one colour. So that's that. Such a toe to put it away, but I love that. It's such a lovely pattern. I really want to get it finished, but like I say, I don't want to use up all the yarn. So you do what you do, don't you? Alright, next up is if you watched the Monday making vlogs last week, the last one, I was going through all the yarn in my stash that was pre-2023. I put them all out on the table and I thought about what I wanted to do with them, and there was 2 skeins in there which I just didn't know what to do with, and I'd bought them together at Yarndale. Is it Yarndale? Yeah, obviously. Yarndale 2022 maybe. And I thought at the time I was going to make like a t-shirt, like a faded t-shirt, but I don't really wear t-shirts that are made out of wool because I run too hot. So, and then if it's too warm here, then I'm cold on my arms. It's a bit, I'd rather have something that I can wear long or whatever. So I had a look in the rest of my stash to see if I had anything else that would go with them. So these are the two yarns. So they're both from Hannah at the Corner of Craft, her chromatic yarns yarn dyeing business. This one is Merfolk Lagoon, and this one is Jazz is Chaos. So there's two greens. They've both got colours of each other in them, and I just couldn't think of what I could put with them. But then I remembered that I had this from the debacle of the Go-Go Dynamo, which is just some teal Yarn Smith Merino 4-ply. So I thought I could stripe it, and I'm going to make another Cosy Classic Raglan, which is a pattern by Jessie Maed. So I've got a red one with sort of greyish stripes that I do wear a lot, and I really like the fit of it. So far I've done a neckband, but the needles I need for the rest of it are on the Daft days, so I can't go any more from this. But I thought I would do thicker stripes of these with thinner stripes of this going down. So a stripe of this, a thin stripe of this, a stripe of this, a thin stripe of this, like that. So that's the plan. That's living in a bag by Jackie at Soft Accents. I'm going to leave it up here for now because I don't have the needles free to use. I could swap it to my liquor ones. I could buy another pair of tips. I might do that actually. I could do with a few more certain needle tips and cables, to be honest. Now that I'm making more garments, I think I'm using them a lot more. So that is all my works in progress. Now, I mentioned before that Rebecca has that new pattern out. So that's the Kintra, which is a 1x1 colour work garment. And as I said before, I've got this from Stranded Dye Works, which is called Flower Crown. Jude doesn't dye anymore, but he does have a fantastic doing up his cottage in the Scottish countryside vlog channel now. Rewilding Jude, you probably watch it anyway, but I love watching that. So this is his yarn. And to go with it, I have plucked out some yarns from my what's the word? Indie Yarn Clubs. You've seen it. It's like a rainbow. I've added some extras to cover because I bought the pattern and I had a look at it, and it's written for 24 colours. I mean, any variation of, you could use anything that multiplies by 24, and I only had 9, so I thought, oh, I'll add some extras so that it can like circular rainbow back round to the pink again, because it starts at the pink, goes to orange, yellow. So I've added some purples in at the end so that it'll come all the way around. I'm a bit tentative because I have got some variegateds in between, but I think it'll work nice. I've just crammed them all in this little pouch, which my Auntie Tina got me from Kath Kidston. It's got my initial on it. So that's living in there with it. But I really want to... Now I'm not so sure because they seem a bit far off. I really want to cast it on, or at least do a swatch. I'm going to have another look though at all the what's the word I'm looking for? What is it? The pattern, because I want to know. I've said that. That's not the word I'm looking for. I want to look at the yardages for all the colours to make sure that I have enough to do, because I'll need to do two stripes of each colour to get it to the 24. So that'll make the colour come all the way down here, you see. I really want to cast it on. Okay. I'm really sitting on my hands, and I've just watched her latest podcast, and oh my god, she's got so many amazing patterns coming. She's got this one that's, oh, it looks so nice. It's red with a set-in sleeve and with this like it's like ribbon that comes down from the sleeve increases and then goes all the way down the side. Oh, it's so nice. And I have a pink jumper that is a shopboard jumper, and it's one of my, I wear it the most, but it's getting a bit tired, and I want to make something in a bright pink that's that sort of shape, and that pattern is just right. So that don't come out till September though, so, and I would need to buy yarn for that because I don't have any pink yarn, but I'd probably just get some Yarn Smith's Merino or some Cascade 220 or something like that. I want a hard wearing, good, you know, something wearable. But that pattern is amazing. So if you've not watched her podcast from this week, she's got that one, and then this Tides one that's this wavy mohairy one. Oh, it's not mohair, it's alpaca. Oh, that's a dream as well. But I don't know if I could wear a full alpaca. Fluffy. It looks amazing though. I really fancy making that as well, but again I'd have to buy the yarn, so I'm not going to. Right, I'm trying to not buy any other yarn, although I have just purchased some so that I can make something for Minnie, because I've got some yarn but I don't think there's enough yardage to make a full garment for her, so I've had to buy a couple of extra colours. But that's all. I've not bought anything extra. Although I am toying with getting some fluff to go with some green. What's the word? Well, I can't remember anything. What is going on? Some green Yarn Smith Merino sock that I've got to make a love note, because I watched Rachel at This Knitty Live. She'd put a video up about the pattern that she's knit the most, which is the love note, and I was like, I need to make another one. Right, moving on from all that. Oh yeah, no, this is connected to this. So I have an acquisition come in, which is the new blanket club from Green Lambkin. So I made the Hygge square from all of them last year, and I enjoyed it so much. And Suzanne's yarns are just absolutely perfect. They're just the best colours. So this year she's done a blanket club called Bloomin' Lovely. And each month is based on a flower. So if you've not got yours already, this is the January one. I mean, we're in February now, partway through. I would have thought you have got it. But if you haven't got it, then don't watch this next bit. I have got the sparkle ones, and the colourway for this month is Hellebore. There's a little picture there. So she's put Hellebores are some of the first flowers of the year to be spotted. They have long flowering period lasting long into spring. They come in a wide variety of colours, including cream, pink, pale green and rich deep purples. And these are the colours. So we have the rich deep purple, the lovely pale pink, this gorgeous green, look at that, and then this paler green with like little hints of different colours within. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. So I'm going to have a long standing whip again for another project here. So I need to decide what I'm going to make with them, because it's going to be a lot of yarn, so more than enough than I would need to make a garment. So I think it needs to be a blanket again. I might also, because I think the yarns on their own doesn't make a massive blanket, so you need to have something else with it, so you need a contrast colour. So I might either make something that's small items again, like the previous one, like little squares, or I could do a stripe blanket and add in some of the other DK minis that are in there to bulk it out. I was originally going to do a corner to corner square where it all joined off together, like Cherie did from Ollie and Bella last year, but I'm second guessing that now. I really like it, but I don't know whether I'd want to sort of place the yarns more for that one. So could you please give me some ideas, some suggestions? Because I'm kind of at a standstill. I don't know what to make with them. So yeah, please put your comments down below with what I could just make giant granny squares out of them, but then it would be a bit similar to the last one. I don't know. So yeah, answers on a postcard, answers in the comments please. What do you think? What kind of blanket? What's your favourite blanket to make? I do love a ripple blanket by at 24. I do love that. Yeah. I don't know. So yeah, I'm not unsure what to do with that. Okay. Right, so now we get to the end and we can pick out some winners. So, thank you everyone who left a comment last time. So I asked you all, it was 2 years anniversary of the channel, so I asked everyone to put a comment in saying 2 years with the number 2, and if you did that I would put you in a draw to win something out of, that's not the right bag, out of the bag of goodies here. So we have 2 winners. Stitch markers. 2 winners. First of all, we have, drum roll, I'll move here. We have Penny Gilbert 273, and let me not look. Ooh. You will win this lovely skein of yarn from Ducky Darlings. It's called Boho Breeze. It's a 4-ply, 100 grams merino nylon, and really pretty colours. There you go. So Penny, this one's for you. So either of the winners, I've decided to do 2 winners because it's 2 years. And if you win, please contact me. I will not contact you. I will not reply to a comment down below. I will not ask you for money. I will not do anything like that. So make sure that you contact me either on email, which is down below, Instagram, as a message. Get me on those 2. You could do it on Ravelry, but I might not see it because I don't always check my messages on there every day. But you can if that's your only other option. So yeah, email down below, Instagram, instant message, or you can send me a Ravelry message as well. And then you pass on your address and then I will send it out to you. And the other winner is, I don't know how to say this, but I think it's Sybil McComb. 2270. Sybil McComb. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. I thought it was Sybil Malcolm to start with, but then I saw that there was 2 C's. So you have won this one. Oh, this is one of my favourites. I wanted to keep this, but you can have it. This is Noodle Soup Yarn. And this one is called, it's sparkly, this one. Sparkly, 100 grams, superwash merino, nylon and stellina. And this one's called Brother. I remember it was inspired by an outfit that a brother had on one day when she saw him. It's gorgeous. Look at that. Look at the pink. And it's sparkly. So that one is for you. I'll pop in a few little extras. I've got some stitch markers in here and stuff like that. So yeah, I will add you some extra bits. Oh, it's getting quite... there's only a couple more things left in the bag now. I'll have to refill it. Because we'll be doing this shawl-a-thon. We'll need some more prizes. Right, so there you go. There for you. Remember, send me a message in the bottom. I'll have put your name up here. So that you know that it's you. If you don't get in touch with me by the next episode, so you've got 2 weeks by the next episode, then I'll have to redraw it. So please do get in contact with me as soon as you see the video. And yeah, so email, Instagram message or Ravelry message. I will not contact you any other way, and I will not ask you for anything, okay? They're fun, aren't they? I wanted to keep both of those, but I've not been good. There you go. Right. That's everything, I think. So, yes, thank you for joining me. Thank you for coming along and sitting down and taking some time out for yourself. And, yeah, and knitting and crafting and just taking a little bit of time, because that's what we need sometimes, isn't it? I find podcasts really relaxing and a little bit of me time, so I hope you find the same. Please comment below. Please like the video if you've liked it for a start, because that really helps to get it out to other people out there. Other people. And if you would like to subscribe, if you've not already, then please click that button, because then you will get notified of any other videos that I put out. So I have got other plans for other things in the works. So keep your eyes open for anything else that might pop up from me. Again, please put some comments down about what pattern I could make or what blanket I could make with those yarns. There might be something that I've not seen before. And yeah, that's it. So I will leave it there. Thank you again for watching. Please take care of yourselves and each other for the next 2 weeks, and I will see you in the next video, either on a Monday making vlog or another podcast here sat down. Yeah, I will see you then. Take care now. Bye bye.